Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. Today we're going to do an updated character guide on Locke, who just got his FR, and he's got a nice rework to go along with his BT, right? So if you're unfamiliar with Locke, and you have to excuse my voice, I'm getting over an illness today, but we're feeling good enough to record some videos, right? So if you're unfamiliar with Locke, he's a character that he does a lot of different things. He actually can put out some insane damage, but he's a little tricky to play. So I'm going to kind of just explain everything in this video and kind of explain how he works. But he's really a utility-based damage dealer is the way I would describe him, right? So in this video, we're going to look at his calls, his artifacts, and his spheres. And then we are going to see how he's looking in a little bit of a showcase here, right? So his calls, I don't think, are anything that you're really going to want to use. They're just like self buffs for the caller. So the 15 is going to give an attack max brave damage taken down, and then a brave regen. And then the LD is going to be brave stolen, HP damage, and overflow stolen up. So they're like decent buffs, but once again, on calls, I really wanted to hit the party, not just the caller. So I really wouldn't use Locke for the calls, right? So let's go ahead and look at his best artifacts and his spheres, and then we'll do like a little showcase on him, right? So for his artifacts, I think you want to go attack 108 in search of treasure boost 2-star. You really want like attack and brave damage are pretty much what you want on Locke. His big daddy hit is going to do 16 dumps. I think in my previous video I said 15. I probably misread my notes. But yeah, 16 dumps, right? Which is really crazy. So when you're doing that many dumps, you want to be making sure you're getting a lot of that brave back from those attack hits. So yeah, getting attack and brave damage on Locke is very good because once again, he's going to output a lot of damage with these attacks. And then we're going to go ahead and look at the spheres. So Locke is interesting because he's got 2 A slots and a C slot. So I would say going with like attack or brave damage. Now here's the thing: I'm gonna favor brave damage on Locke. So on the artifacts, you pretty much have to go attack because brave damage is an option. But I would say on the spheres, if you can go brave damage, go that. And the reason why is Locke has defense ignore on his BT. So like everything he does is going to be defense ignoring, which means attack won't be quite as important on him when you have his BT up. So then I would favor brave damage. So I just gave him some spheres that I had that do brave damage. Now these aren't like the best ones in the game. Ideally, if you can do 10% brave damage, that's the best. But Sid's here is solid because you're getting max brave and brave damage on that. And then I got even Jegrin, right? Something that Jegrin is kind of useful when you're dealing a crit, increased brave damage and max brave. So I did 2 like brave damage max braves on him. I would say ideally, and if I didn't have full spheres or if I had slot removers, I would probably switch them. But I would say Edgar is probably like the best you could put on him because odds are the enemies are going to have a debuff. Now Locke himself, I don't think Locke actually applies any debuffs, but you're still safe to use Edgar on a character like Locke, because odds are somebody in the party is going to use a debuff. Unless you're absolutely doing no debuffing, I think Edgar could definitely be fine there, but I just went with these max brave damage combos. I think those are solid. C slot, you have a few options here. You could go party attack up, so like Maria, Lute, and Alphanaut are fine. Maria and Lute in particular, because Locke actually does healing, so you can get your party attack ups there, right? Otherwise, I think, what is it, like Garnet, and then I think Jill Nabat are pretty solid C slot if you just want to buff Locke's attack. You could do those as well, but once again, I think I favor party attack here. I guess you could go either way, right? Because once again, if he's giving defense ignore, maybe you want to go something else there on the C slot, but you can decide for yourself there. But I think attack is just kind of the generic thing we would throw down there, right? All right, so let's go into the showcase, and I'm pretty excited to see his damage. I'm not going to lie, I kind of recorded his Shinryu fight already, and I got to see his damage, and I was actually like, I don't know, I think I might have undersold him a little bit because he was looking really spicy. I am going to go into this old Shinryu just because Locke's buffs are insanely important to him operating, and if I go into that Astos fight, like if they get their FR up, it's going to mess Locke up way too much. So this fight's really old, but the goal is we'll get into a Locke burst phase before they're both dead, and we'll just like blow them up, right? So let's hop in. We can still see his damage go crazy here. All right, friend. Oh, I want a selfie for this if possible. My selfies are still gone. Oh, my selfies. Oh, I found one. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that selfie. Yes, we found a selfie. Because I want to put launching on, and I want to try to do Kate Sith also to like really make Locke, because Locke's got all of these dumps, man. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah. Like I said, I've kind of previewed the damage myself, and he does actually way more damage than I thought, and his big attack is a lot more consistent, which I knew it would be. But it works out really well, actually, because the thing is the rest of his buttons, they're not like L buttons. Like, they're actually, like, he does a lot of damage throughout all of his buttons. It's just his really big HP attack, right? So let's go ahead with Vice here. I don't know that I want his BT effect up immediately. Actually, we're going to open with, yeah, we'll just open with this. And then we're going to go ahead and just get LD up right away. And then on Selfie's next turn, we'll ramp and kind of finish that process out. Actually, I probably shouldn't be attacking here. These guys are going to be super squishy. We'll just let them go. I just want to have that launching on there. All right, so Locke has kind of a lot going on. So let's talk about his overhead, because he gets that at the start. This is Hearts Chained Unbound. And this is an attack 30% up, Brave Stolen 50%, 40% Brave Retain, HP damage 40%. That Brave Retain is really huge on him, by the way, for his big attack. You'll see. Overflow Stolen up. And then while he has Brigand's Glove and Thief Bracer active, he gets more bonuses, which we'll talk about those buffs. Like, but the way you play him, once again, I talked about this on my Should You Pull, that Locke can seem a little complicated because he's got a lot of buffs that you're managing, and he gets different HP pluses depending on the buffs. So I'm going to try to simplify it for you guys right here, right? So I think we're going to open up with Sneak Slash. So the way Sneak Slash works, if you have the plus version of it up, right? This is basically what it does is if you target an enemy, so I'm going to target enemy B, it's going to make sure that Locke's next turn will come before enemy B, and he's going to steal one of two buffs. He's either going to steal Genji Glove or Miracle Shoes. So let's go ahead and try Sneak Slash and see what we can steal. We'll skip the launch stuff there. Okay. And then it ensured that Locke already had a turn before enemy A, but had Locke not had a turn before them, it would have put him there. But since he was already there, it didn't really matter. Aerith, we want to get her set up. So I'm bringing Aerith and Vice for a reason here, specifically with Locke. One, I want to show off Aerith is going to ramp very good on Locke's FR. And Vice's BT effect is absolutely busted on Locke. Absolutely busted. Because remember, with his BT, we get extra true HP damage on every dump. And when you're doing 16 dumps, that's Vice's BT, like, extra HP ticking 16 times. Like, it's crazy. So you're going to see, like, Vice is actually a really nice combo with Locke. And they're both blue. And I have Blue Crystal Room done for stats. So they're going to be looking pretty spicy. So we're going to go ahead and ramp a little bit with Aerith here. And the nice thing about this fight, too, is these enemies are slow. Like, they don't ramp super fast. I can just take my time. Like, the only thing they really do is they put a poison on. And I guess they do sometimes like to do, like, a confuse or paralyze. So, sure, we can throw this on, too. The one thing I'll say with Rydia, too, is one of Locke's FR requirements is that you have a special buff. And I believe Rydia's call counts as a special buff. So if you have a character that doesn't have a special buff, you could just pop that Rydia call, and then that should count. Because I believe special buff is either an overhead or like a stacking buff, I believe. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure she counts as a special buff. Let's go ahead and let's Seal Evil, and we'll get to the FR when we get there. But yeah, that was Sneak Slash, right? We just cut in front, and then we stole. So we're going to find out what his HP changed into based on what we stole. Now, the ultimate goal with Locke is you want to have Master Scroll and Genji Glove. And if you have both of those at the same time, you get his really busted attack, right? So we got Miracle Shoes. Now, if you get Miracle Shoes, that's not a bad thing, because Miracle Shoes, you can pop that, and it's just a free instant turn attack. Okay? And now Locke is set up to steal something again. Now, I'm actually going to talk about his AA, because his AA is kind of crazy. Okay, so if we go to his AA, it's called Steal Item. It's going to do a lot of things. It dispels 4 buffs off the enemy, which is crazy. It gravities them down to like 0, and it randomly will steal Genji Glove or Miracle Shoes. So like there's a lot packed into this AA. It's very good. So let's say I want to just take a free steal here and see if I can get something. Okay, and then we're going to see what I got off of them. So we got... Alright, we got Genji Glove, and Locke starts with Master Scroll at the start of fight, so now we have Genji Glove Master Scroll. So this is Locke's insane 16 dump attack. And by the way, it's going to look a lot better. This is going to be kind of like the floor of it. It's going to look a lot better later on when we got Vice's BT effect up. But let's hit it. 16 dumps on this. Look at all those numbers popping out, man. Just insane. And we'll take the launch damage. Now remember, this is an attack without a force multiplier. We just popped off a 4 mil shot. So 4 mil without a force is really insane. Right? Now, when he uses Genji Master Scroll, it is going to reset, and you have to, like, regain those back, right? Now, we do have this Mug Thief Bracer. This is another way you can steal. This will guarantee steal Genji Glove if you want to use it. And I believe it is also instant turn. So if I just want to, like, make sure I have it, I can pop that. As long as you're not in force time, it's not a bad button to press. And now I've got Genji Glove automatically, right? So your goal with Locke is there's a lot of different ways, but you just need to get Genji Glove and Master Scroll, right? Now, the only way to get Master Scroll, like for just getting Master Scroll, is off of the EX, but there are a couple other ways to get it. So we need to talk about some of his other attacks, right? So let's do Phoenix Ray. This literally, he doesn't get any buffs from this. It's just an AoE heal. So this is a button you don't have to worry about upkeeping or pressing. You just do it when you need a party heal. So you can see like the damage there is solid. It's not like the craziest, but it's really there for the healing. And I believe it's one of his only attacks that doesn't have like high turn rate or possibly steals turn. So if you know for sure you want to pass turn, like it's a button you can press. Aerith, let's go ahead and just ramp a little bit more. We got Rydia up, so we're good there. Yeah, I think we're good there. Let's go ahead and let's just throw down Fury Brand. All right, and then finally Selfie come up again. Selfie is like so slow. When I bring her in for the LD, it just takes her like an eternity to come back. All right, and they're missing the Rydias. That's fine. All right, so Selfie now we're going to ramp out. So we are going to wall. Yep. And this is going to put us the force. So even though I haven't shown all of Locke's abilities, I think I do just want to get it into his force. I kind of have to go fast on this fight. So we won't see some of the other attacks like without a force multiplier, but that's okay. I've got another video coming where we will see some of that because I did use him on his Shinryu fight. Oh, and that wasn't even a friend Selfie, so we got very little turns. So we didn't get full ramp, but that's fine. And then Vice, we need this BT effect up ASAP. So let's get that going. All right, things are about to get spicy here, boys and girls. Things are about to get spicy. So remember with Vice, one is we can't be debuffed, and two, as long as we're hitting cap damage, we are getting like cap HP damage, we're getting true HP damage on top of that. And this HP damage actually like scales with force, unlike other true HP damage. So or like extends the limit beyond like what other true HP damage can do. So it's like really high. All right, so what are we gonna do here with Aerith? We're gonna do, well, we're pretty much ready to go, huh? So yeah, I think we are just gonna prayer. Well, is that gonna steal a turn? Nope. So we'll just prayer the Cetra pass to Locke. Oh, we do need to get Locke's BT effect up as well, right? So Locke, we're gonna start by getting his FR rolling. So let's get that up. Yeah, with Vice and everything, like these guys are gonna melt, but we'll get into it. We'll get into it. Okay, and then actually I'm going to cancel it there. So let's talk about his FR since we just popped it. I love Locke's FR, by the way. For like a traditional, like more damage dealer type character, he's got a really nice FR condition, right? So a couple of things are going to happen. It's going to do an AoE big attack. It's going to give him Genji Glove and Master Scroll, so he's set up for his Big Daddy attack, right? And then during Force Time, party HP damage and limit is up by 50% as long as it's a broken enemy, which is very good. And then his force conditions are amazing because melee damage 20%, so sure, that's fine. But if you act with the special buff on your turn, 60%. The reason why this is good is this doesn't require you to attack, which means Aerith is going to ramp for 140 on her Echo. It also means if a character like Aerith is on the team, even though she doesn't do melee damage, she's still getting 60% bumps on a normal turn, which is fine. So at 20% for melee, like you don't even have to run a full melee team. But if you are, you're getting 80% from everybody. So the reason why Locke's FR is so good, you're getting really good echoes from characters like Aerith that are non-damaging, and you're also getting insane echoes from melee damage dealers that are doing on-turn damage, right? His FR is actually very, very good. So Vice, I'm going to try and pop an Echo here. I might be getting myself into a bit of trouble here with the damage, but we'll see. Because I would like to get Locke BT effect up and then get him up one more time. I know, I need a stronger fight, you guys. Somebody in the comments, tell me a fight that has a lot of HP, that the boss's mechanics are going to be like really good for just a showcase. Like, I'm not going to get messed with. I thought it was Astos, but man, they do hinder me like a little bit too much. Alright, so watch Aerith go crazy. Watch Aerith go crazy. Because ideally, to show Locke's best damage, I would like to have his BT effect up first. But I think what we're going to do, we might have to do it without. Because let me see, can I get by another Vice turn? And how close is their selfie buff to running out? It looks like they've got 2 turns on. Let me see. Oh, the Rapture's good. Okay. So yeah, but look at these ramps. 140, right? So big time ramps. I mean, I could try just Brave attacking through and maybe not echoing, but if if I do Locke, Locke's BT is going to do a lot of damage too. All right, so what I think we're going to do, this is just like his showcase, right? So we're not going to have his BT effect up for this. We will talk about it, but I think the way I'd rather play it is let's just get a really high percent. Because watch Eris Healing Wind here, by the way. Watch this, like just off of Healing Wind, we're getting 113% because of that 60% for special buff. Any overhead counts as a special buff, and then like I said, I think some of these stacking buffs also count. I could be wrong on that. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm definitely not perfect. I make mistakes. All right, and I think, Aerith, if we can, we're going to pass turn with Prayer of the Cetra. Nope, we are not going to pass turn with that, so we're going to pass turn with a Brave attack? Yes, we will. We will pass turn with a Brave attack. All right, so we're going to watch Locke go crazy here. Yeah, we got these enemies like way too dead. So we're going at 741%. So keep in mind, the damage here can be improved by having Locke's BT effect up, but we got to get in here just to show like what's going on, right? So we're going to go Burst Phase. Now, his FR gave him Genji Master Scroll, so we've got that. That's the Big Daddy attack. So kind of what you want to do when you're in this Burst Phase is you want to hit as many Genji Master Scrolls as possible. So once again, we've got Launch, and watch the extra numbers that are going to come from Vice here. Watch this. So we got Vice himself, but then look at this. All of Locke's numbers, just all those HP numbers. Now watch how much damage we have here. This is at 700% with a launch, with Vice. Dude, 51 million. We weren't even like at full gauge. So Locke, I think, is a character that can kind of approach that 100 million mark. And this is without his BT effect, right? So now another button that we can press. So if you enter with Genji Master Scroll, you have his LD Dagger Dance and another FR use, and they're both going to give him Genji Master Scroll, right? So let's do Dagger Dance. We haven't talked about this one yet. This is the LD. So this is a great way to just instantly get Genji Master Scroll. Once again, this also is going to be doing nice damage. So like I said, Locke's not, like, you know, kind of initially I was thinking, oh, his damage is only going to be really good out of the Genji Master Scroll. But look, that was 36 mil right there, right? So the EX, very simple. It's a 10 HP dump, by the way, with some splash. He gets the Treasure Hunter, and then that's where he gets Master Scroll from as well. Treasure Hunter is attack max, brave up, speed up, HP damage up, brave regen, and HP regen. And then Master Scroll. So the thing with Master Scroll, Genji Glove, and Miracle Shoes, they all have like very simple buffs because it's more about like the effects you get from using them, right? So like Master Scroll is just an overflow stolen up. Genji Glove is just a simple little attack up. Miracle Shoes is just a little speed and regen up. But like they fall off right away because every time you use Genji Master Scroll, they fall off and you have to re-get them again. Now we got another Genji Master Scroll at 847%. And Locke go crazy right here. Locke go mighty crazy right here. All right, what do we got here? You know, just casual 60 mil. So yeah, we're in Enacro territory, right? Like that's, and we weren't even at max gauge yet. We're still going to get there. Now, this one, once again, I've got it FR, so let's do the FR. This is going to give me another Genji Master Scroll, right? So ideally, like I said, if you can enter with a Genji Master Scroll, then you can, once again, use it, then LD, use it again, then FR, then use it again, right? And then we'll see if we can, I don't know if I'll have enough actions to spout off another one. But yeah, we got 40 mil from that, which is still really good damage, right? All right, now we're going to be at max gauge. By the way, Locke getting 83% on all these, right? All right, so here's a Genji Master Scroll. Here's the Big Daddy attack. So yeah, we got off 3 of these during the burst phase, which is insane. Look at this damage. Look at this damage. My boy Locke. How could I undersell my boy? Like, I love this guy. Yeah, dude, 71 million shot right there. So, and this was without his BT effect up. So yeah, we're pushing some really, really nice damage there, right? Then what I would maybe do, you know, if you're ending it off, I think we'd end with a Mirage Dive, then we have Master Scroll reset. And then all I have to worry about is, like, once again, I could steal, I could use the HP mug, something to get the other Genji Glove that I need, and then you got it again, right? All right, now through all of that, I think I pretty much covered everything, but let's get the final damage here. And once again, this has been primarily just single target this whole time. But this should be a nice little burst phase. All right, so we got 20 mil from that. Yeah, dude, 350 mil on like that old fight. that's pretty good, right? So let me just cover, I kind of went faster, but let me cover a couple things I might have missed. So Dagger Dance, in addition to Genji Glove and Master Scroll, we get the Brigand's Glove and Thief Bracer buffs, and then that refreshes his overhead to 15 turns. We talked about the overhead at the beginning, right? So the Brigand's Glove is attack and max brave up and speed up, and then if you have Brigand's Glove and Thief's Bracer, you get attack and max brave 50% and a speed up. And so you have one or the other, right? So if you have Thief Bracer, you get the better version of it. It's just 20% more attack and max brave up. So other than that, guys, sorry, because we ended on the BT, we didn't really get to talk about the BT effect, which is really stacked on this guy. He's got, because I forgot with the AA that he has Dispel. So that's just even more utility this guy has. He is such a nice unit, actually. But on the BT, this BT is actually very loaded. It gives the entire party defense ignore. Now, I will admit that isn't as useful as it used to be, but I think it could still come in handy. Helps your party hit really nice numbers, right? Then what's going to happen is you're going to get some nice buffs. You're going to get an Overflow Stolen up, Brave Damage up, Brave Damage Limit up, HP Damage up, HP Damage Limit up. Now, the other thing, and I forgot to mention this in the last video, but the party can't be broken. And I did talk about this during my first Locke's character guide, but yeah, you can't be broken, which is really awesome. And then anytime you fall below 50%, he'll auto-heal you. And it's not like Eris where like you lose the buff after that. The bad part about Locke's is like if you get killed, it won't heal you. Like you have to go under 50% live and then he auto-heals you. So it's still a really nice, like he's got healing, he's got Dispel, he's got big Unga Bunga damage, he's got defense ignore, he's got instant turns, like my boy Locke is doing a lot, right? And I do really, really like him. And I think, once again, you simplify and you break it down, just get Genji Glove and Miracle Shoes. So maybe I want to recap this one more time, just so you guys understand how to get it. So just remember, the LD and FR will instantly just give it to you. So you press either button, you get it, okay? To get Master Scroll, if you're not doing that, it has to be an EX press, okay? And then to get Genji Glove, you have to randomly get it off a Sneak Slash, or you have to randomly get it off the AA. Or if you get that special HP mug, or it's the Brave Attack, it's a Transform Brave Attack mug, you can hit that and guarantee it. And once again, the Miracle Shoes, the mug, like they're instant turn, and they are okay buttons to press, just don't press them during a force time. Guarantee get your Genji Glove and you're good to go. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think of this beast. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.